In this video, I'm going to tell you which are the best beaches on the Amalfi Coast, which are the most beautiful, which ones are worth visiting, where each one is, because everyone always goes to the traditional beach in Positano, the traditional beach in Amalfi, but the most beautiful beaches are not exactly there, so we're gonna give you some tips on which are the most beautiful beaches and how you can get to know them all, guys. So don't forget to give us a like, that's very important, give us that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and buckle up. Hey guys, for those who don't know me, I'm Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the Grupo Dicas, the largest travel content network in the world, and today we're gonna talk about the beaches of the Amalfi Coast, which are considered the most beautiful beaches in the world. I'm going to give some general tips here too about the beaches there, which are different and require some extra care, but this video will focus on the beaches, so let's go without further ado, the most beautiful beaches. First tip, guys, which is very important, is that most of the beaches are pebbly, not sandy. There are the sandy ones, I'll tell you about them here, but most of them, the most iconic, beautiful ones, the ones near the towns on those gigantic hills, Positano, Amalfi, they tend to be made of stone. So what are our tips? A shoe that's very good, it's cheap, guys, you can buy it on any website there, on the internet even, buy it. It's a shoe that fits your foot so you can walk on the beach, you can walk without feeling any pain, climb the rocks, dive, even walking in the sea is much more comfortable. The rocks sometimes get hot, so either go in flip-flops or wear these shoes too. It helps a lot. It sounds silly, guys, but it makes a difference. You can't walk for very long because it's rocks. It gets much harder than sand, so you have to pay attention to that. So having a special pair of shoes is going to help you a lot there. And now let's get into the beaches. I'll start with the most famous one. I'm sure you've seen the picture somewhere, but it's not the one you enjoy the most. I'll explain why here, which is Fiordo di Furore, which is a very beautiful beach. It's very small, okay? It's an arm of the sea that ends up on the land, and it's a very short, so what's wrong with that? It can often get crowded because it fills up very quickly, as you can see from the photos, but what's nice about it is that it's only one that has this unique look with this bridge. The bridge, if I'm not mistaken, is more than 30 meters above the sea, and it's the bridge that connects Positano and Amalfi, so it's a beach that's between these two towns. It's worth a visit if you're going to Positano to Amalfi or vice versa. You can go over it. The bridge is the road, you go over it, but there are many people who don't notice, who go straight over. Incredibly, it's one of the most iconic bridges on the Amalfi Coast. My tip, stop, go, but just to take a photo, go down and enjoy it. And why? There's no structure, no restaurants, there's one that sometimes close it, so it's very difficult to enjoy the beach. What's nice is that you can stop, go down the steps and take a photo of the steps. There are beautiful angles from which people take photos because it's a different place. To go by car, guys, another tip, all those little towns and beaches, you have to stop in the parking lot, and often the parking lot is full. So we've already done other videos, watch all the tips for the Amalfi Coast and the perfect itinerary for the Amalfi Coast. We explain exactly how to get from one island to another, from one town to another, and you're walking on the Amalfi Coast. It's a different destination, you need to be well organized, but you will have problems parking your car. So here's a tip, there's a bus that runs directly from Positano to Amalfi and vice versa, and there's a stop on the bridge on this beach. You can get off, go there, do the tour, everything, get on and take the bus again. You can buy the bus ticket on the spot in various stores, stalls. You just have to do your research, but it's cheap, it's quick, it's simple, it's one of the easiest way to get around. Or if you're staying in Amalfi or Positano, you can get a cab. It's quick, you can talk to your hotel. Sometimes the hotel has a transfer which takes you there and back. They will know how to help you depending on your location. So there is a lot of ways you can get by, so this is the one we totally recommend. Both of those, you can get the bus or you can talk to your hotel to get a cab. And now let's talk about Positano, which is my favorite town on the Amalfi Coast. I think it's a beautiful town, and it has the main beach, which is called Spiaggia. Spiaggia, guys, it's the most famous beach, it's the most crowded because it's just below Positano. It's where the ferries usually arrive, so it's the busiest and has that beautiful backdrop of the town behind it. It's worth a visit, it's one of the coolest, and I'm not telling you not to go, okay? What I'm trying to say is, there's another one that nobody pays much attention to and doesn't advertise much, which is near there on the map. I'm going to show it right to you here. It's a bit next to this other beach, still in Positano, and I thought it was prettier, emptier, and more pleasant. So go to both and don't miss out on this other one, Fornillo Beach. I found Fornillo Beach very beautiful, very nice. The water, the sand there, I really liked the structure of it, and it's emptier without too many tourists, so I thought it was a nicer place to stay for longer, you know. The other one is nice to go, take pictures, enjoy a bit, but you can't spend a few hours there enjoying it. It's more peaceful. And there's another one in Positano where you have to go down a staircase, about 300 steps. It's not as easy as those, as it's called Arienzo Beach. It's nice too, but I'd give preference to the other two. Guys, if you're still lost with the city, watch. We have two videos we made, which is the cheap and practical itinerary for the Amalfi Coast, how you can get to know the coast faster and much more cheaply by staying in Sorrento, and there's the perfect itinerary along the Amalfi Coast, where you stop in each of these main towns, explore, and have an incredible and cool experience. A little more expensive, but you get the most out of each town and on the entire coast. And guys, a very important thing, down here in the description of the video and in the first comment, I'm going to leave all the links to the places where we set up our trips, which we've been using and researched for years and we know are the cheapest and most reliable places. There's a website that sells all the tickets, tours, and excursions along the Amalfi Coast, both trips. It's very good, check it out. It's the cheapest place, they're really good, you'll be able to enjoy everything there. The hotels we stayed in, take a look down here, I've listed them all. Travel insurance, which is mandatory for Europe, there's a website, a comparator that we know it's amazing. It finds prices at half the prices you're seeing there with the travel agency. It finds prices for half the price in the same insurance. Very good. There's the travel chip, there's the train finder, there's the ferry finder, there's everything down here in the description of the video, guys. Take a look, use the links to plan your trip. Everything is going to be down here. They're all reliable and they are the best services. And now for a beach that hardly anyone talks about, but which surprised us, Marina de Praia. Beach Marina, folks, is in Praiano, which is also a very small town between Positano and Amalfi. It surprised us. It's a very beautiful beach. This town is nice because the hotels there are cheaper than Positano and Amalfi, which are the trendiest and most expensive. So it could be an option for those who want a quieter town and a nice beach nearby, and you're already halfway there. You're close to that first beach I mentioned it just now, the one by the bridge, so it's a very strategic location and a nice town, but this beach is totally worth visiting. And now, guys, off to Amalfi. In Amalfi, guys, there's the beach there, but you will see from the photos that's not such a paradise. It's not that long, and the sandy part, it's a bit difficult to get a chair or a seat on. It's worth a visit because you're already in Amalfi, so you can go down, take some photos, see if you can get a chair to rest for a while and get in the sea. But there's another beach near Amalfi that I think is really worth a visit, and that's Maggiore. There is Maiori and Minori. I think Maiori is the nicest. It's a longer beach, it's sandy. It's one of the only ones that's really sandy. You can step on it, walk along it, relax. It's long, so there's room for everyone. It was one of the beaches that I found most beachy. It's what we're normally used to, you know, the sandy structure, the sea, the structure. There are some stores there. I thought it was really nice, so if you're in Amalfi, it's worth spending a day at Maiori Beach. I thought it was very pretty. It's one of the beaches I like the best. And finally, of course, we can't leave out Capri. Capri is the most famous island on the Amalfi Coast, which is already an island, but it also has its beaches, its beauty. There's the Blue Grotto, which is an incredible place, well worth a visit. For Capri, I think it needs to be a full day. There are tours you can take from anywhere, from Sorrento or Positano, Amalfi. There are several tours that leave from all the main towns by boat, then you go off to Capri, go around the island. You can get off, spend some free time there enjoying the center, then take the Blue Grotto tour. It's a spectacular tour. It's one of the most beautiful islands in the world, so it's worth a visit, guys. The website I mentioned it has tickets, tours and excursions, which we always buy. There's a very nice boat tour that passes through there. Check it out, they're very good. It's a very nice tour. Then you can visit Capri in a day. It's very good. And that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel, because that really helps us a lot. And don't forget to check out the other videos, which are very good. I'll leave here the one with all the tips on the Amalfi Coast and the playlist with all the other videos for you to enjoy. So thank you very much, guys, and have a nice